Welcome, fourth graders! Today you will write a letter to a celebrity. You can choose a sports star, an actress, a pop singer, even Thanos from Avengers you pick. Remember, humor is always appreciated. Today's lesson's goal is I can use different alignments and I can crop my images. What I want you to do now is to go into Classroom, click where it says Add or Create, and then select Google Docs. Click on the file that was generated and continue your lesson. I'm going to show you how. So this is your classroom. You're going to see your assignment. So we're clicking Add or Create. Docs, we have to wait a little bit until the document is generated. And when it's ready, you can click on it and start working. Okay, the first thing that we're going to be doing is configuring our page. The document that you're going to be creating today is going to look something similar to this. Okay, for my example, I chose Severus Snape because he's my favorite character from books. Okay, so this is your blank document. We're going to be configuring our page setup. So we're going to be clicking on File, where it says Page Setup. Remember, the dialog box opens. I'm going to be switching the page color, a custom color. In this case, I already have my color, so that is the one that I want. And I'm going to be switching the margins. If you have centimeters, remember that is 1.5, and if you have inches, it's 0.6. Okay? So I'm switching them right now. And that's our first step. Click OK, and you're done. Now we're ready to work. So the first thing we're going to be doing is switching the font size, and the font color. So I'm choosing this one. I'm going to be choosing a 14 size and a dark green color. Once we're ready, I'm going to be clicking the right alignment and write my date, my name, and where I'm from. Once I have this ready, I'm going to press enter. Press enter, choose the left alignment, and in this case, I'm going to write who is going to receive my letter. In my example, I added Professor Severus Snape, Ocean Master, and he's currently working in Howard School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Okay, after that, press enter twice so we have space and write your salutation. Ready. Then the next step that you will have to do is write your letter. For this exercise, I want you to write 3 paragraphs. At the beginning, the body, and the conclusion of your letter. What would you like to tell to your celebrity? Remember, you can be as humorous as you want. For this step, you're going to be pressing enter twice and then choosing the justify alignment, okay? That makes the text easier to read, okay? Your text should look something similar to mine by now, okay? Remember, a beginning for your letter, the body, and the closing. Okay, once we're ready, how would you like to close your letter? In my case, I chose sincerely your most fervent admirer, and watch this step. I want you to press your enter key twice so you have a blank space here, and then write your name. And we finish our letter. Okay, for the next step, we are going to be applying our indentations. How is it done? We have to select our first 3 paragraphs of the letter. Click where it says Format, Align and Indent, Indentation Options. Make sure that all of these have zeros. Click where it says First Line and then click Apply. And our indentation is done. The next step, we are going to be adding a signature. Remember that I asked you to leave one space here? We are going to be doing our signatures there. We are going to be adding a drawing. How? Remember, insert, drawing, new. In here, we're going to be switching our lines to a scribbled line and just make up something that looks like a signature. Okay? We can switch our colors to match our text, switch the width of our lines, and when you're done, click Save and Close. And your signature is going to be ready. Next, we are going to be adding a photo in this space. How do we do so? Remember, insert picture, search the web, and I'm going to be adding a picture about Severus Snape. Once I have it, I click on it, and then I click on Insert. And see what happens? It's going to go down. Remember, we have to click on it and then choose the wrap text option and resize it. Remember, we can click and drag and move it to where we want it. The next step that we have to continue, we're going to be using the cropping tool. This icon that you see is a cropping. What it does is to make you can switch the shapes of the pictures. In Google Docs, we can only make squares. So let's say this is a rectangle. I don't want a rectangle, so I can crop the image, and you will notice that there are some black lines around my image, and I can just move them and have a better focus of my picture. Once I want exactly what I want, I have to click again and my picture is changed. I don't have the big rectangle. See the difference? This is how much I'm taking out of the picture. The next step, we are going to be switching the colors. We are going to be adjusting. You have to have the picture selected. We click where it says image options, and we are going to have this part here. Size and rotation is going to make you an easy way so you can make your picture bigger or smaller. It's up to you if you want to switch it. The text wrapping option, we already have it selected. And in this case, we can have a recolor. We can switch the color of our picture. I'm going to be choosing maybe the sepia color or green color. That looks weird. So I'm just going to go with the black and the grayscale black and white. And in the adjustments, you can see if you want to switch the transparency, how bright you want the picture to be, and maybe the contrast, we can switch it as well. Okay? And that's about it. once we finish, we don't need this screen. And as you see, I already finished my letter. What's the next step? Turn your work into Classroom. Okay, the last step is really easy, but it's the most important one. My letter is finished, so I have to go back to Classroom and just click where it says Turn In. If I click here, it's going to show my work. You notice it's finished. There we go. So we can just click on Turn In. It says, are you sure you want to turn in your work? It's going to say one attachment will be submitted for Celebrity Letter. It's going to show you your file. We click Turn In. And we're waiting a little bit. And that's it. I already submitted. So if I want to make changes, I can still click on it, make some changes, and then go back. You don't have to unsubmit and submit it again. It's already done. Okay? Thank you so much. I will see you next week. Bye.